I'm gonna be blunt and say that this current generation of consoles has been nothing but absolute dog water. Let's be honest, since the massive release in 2020 when the new consoles dropped, we have been playing recycled games from the old generation, such as GTA 5, COD, and Fortnite. On top of that, the promised jump in graphics that was supposed to happen due to the better hardware isn't hitting as hard as the jump was during the previous generation. This just proves that this generation of consoles has been nothing but mid. For starters, I swear nearly every game that released during this new generation came out super buggy. Think about it, titles like Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield, and Star Wars Outlaws all flopped at launch due to them having terrible releases with bugs. And to rub salt in the wound, the games are more expensive than they were in the last generation. It's almost as if gaming devs out there only want your money and in return they give you crappy games. It's the ultimate ripoff. That's not even mentioning the prices of the consoles themselves. Like the PS5 Pro console is nice and all, but for $700 that's a bit much in my opinion. At that point, it's flirting with PC prices. Like the whole point of consoles is to allow people to game without having to drop a bag, but that's starting to end. And rest in peace to everyone who bought a console during the scalper era. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was seriously debating robbing an Amazon van just for a PS5 way back in 2020. Let alone, it's kind of alarming how games are still releasing on old gen consoles 4 years later. In my opinion, now that the consoles are now more widely available, it would do this new generation wonders if game devs completely dropped the Xbox One and PS4 consoles to focus on improving games on the new consoles. Alright, enough of that. Listen, I want you to pivot your mindset and seriously try to think back to the last time an S tier game dropped. In my opinion, I think that was way back in 2018 when Red Dead Redemption released. That game was a classic, and to this day, it is still one of the most popular games out there. But with that being said, it's inexcusable that a game from that last generation is still making waves to this day on this new generation. GTA 5 can be included in that list. It's amazing how this game is still relevant 12 years after release. That game has literally not been around for one, not even two, but 3 whole generations. It stood the test of time, but in my opinion, I think it's been too long. It's insane how a new game hasn't come along and taken advantage of the new hardware to provide a better, more memorable experience than GTA 5. Now, even though this video was mostly negative, I'm sure a lot of us are having fun on plenty of games in this new generation. For example, OG Fortnite is breathing new life and nostalgia into the game. Even Cyberpunk 2077 turned around and it is one of the best games out there currently. And there's many more experiences out there, so it really depends on how you look at things. As always, thanks for watching, subscribe for more gaming content, and I'll see you in the next video.